Here's a compelling and engaging script for your video. Welcome back, fellow coin collectors and treasure seekers. Today, we have an incredible story to share, one that might just make you rush to check your pocket change. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States quarter dollar, specifically the Denver Mint 2001 edition. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this quarter so special? After all, quarters are some of the most common coins in circulation. But this particular 2001 D quarter isn't just any coin, it's a hidden gem, a rare find that could be worth a fortune. Stick with us until the end, because you won't believe how much one of these coins has sold for. Let's start by exploring the history and significance of this coin. Minted in the year 2001, this quarter was part of the iconic 50-state quarters program, a series that captured the essence of American history and culture. The Denver Mint struck millions of these quarters, yet only a select few possess the characteristics that make them extremely valuable today. So, what makes this coin so rare and desirable? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and most importantly, errors. Coin errors are like hidden secrets, tiny imperfections that can turn an ordinary piece of currency into a collector's dream. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2001 D quarter is the misprint or double die error. This occurs when the design is accidentally stamped more than once, creating a slight but noticeable overlapping effect. If you examine the lettering, date, or images on the coin and see a shadowed or doubled effect, you might be looking at a highly valuable error coin. Another major error found in some of these quarters is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear shifted. Depending on how far off-center the strike is, these coins can command impressive prices at auctions. There's also the highly prized missing clad layer error. This occurs when one of the outer layers of the coin is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. These coins have a distinct, unusual appearance that sets them apart from standard quarters. The more dramatic the missing layer, the higher the value, but here's where it gets even more exciting. Not all 2001 D quarters have these errors, and even fewer exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. The condition of a coin plays a massive role in determining its worth. Coins that have been well preserved, without scratches, dents, or signs of heavy circulation, are the ones collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, how much could one of these rare quarters actually be worth? Well, if you're lucky enough to own a 2001 D quarter with one of these rare errors and it's in near-perfect condition, it could be valued at an astounding $68,000. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter, something you might have in your spare change jar right now, could be worth an unbelievable sum of money. This is exactly why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when you might come across a small treasure hiding in plain sight. So, next time you come across a 2001 D quarter, take a close look. Examine the details carefully, check for errors, and if you think you have something special, consider getting it appraised by a professional. Who knows? You might just be holding onto a fortune. Top 2 2002 P United States quarter dollar, a coin that, at first glance, looks like any other quarter. But don't be fooled, this coin has secrets that could make it worth an astonishing amount of money. Yes, this little piece of American currency, minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 2002, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. And by the time you finish watching this video, you'll know exactly why some of these quarters have sold for jaw-dropping prices. So stay with us until the end, because you won't believe how much one of these rare quarters is worth. Let's begin with a bit of background. The year 2002 was part of the legendary 50-state quarters program, one of the most successful coin series in U.S. history. Millions of people collected these quarters, making them a nostalgic favorite among collectors. But while millions were minted, only a select few have unique features that make them incredibly valuable today. So, what exactly makes the 2002 P quarter so special? The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and most importantly, minting errors. Coin errors are one of the biggest factors that can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. And the 2002p quarter has some spectacular errors that make it stand out from the rest. One of the most desirable errors found in this quarter is the double die obverse. This means that the design elements, such as the date, lettering, or the image itself, appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. If you take a close look at a 2002p quarter and notice any doubling, you might just be holding onto a rare and valuable coin. Another sought-after error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank isn't properly positioned during the stamping process, causing the design to appear shifted or partially missing. The more off-center the strike, the higher the value of the coin. Then there's the dramatic missing clad layer error. This happens when one of the outer layers of the coin is missing, exposing the copper core underneath. This gives the coin an unusual, eye-catching appearance that collectors love. The more visible and striking the missing layer, the higher the demand. But wait, there's more. Some 2002p quarters have an incredible overstrike error, where an impression from another coin is faintly visible over the design. These types of mistakes are extremely rare and drive collectors into a frenzy when they appear in auctions. Of course, condition plays a massive role in a coin's value. Coins that have been heavily circulated in show won't fetch nearly as much as those in uncirculated or mint-state condition. The best examples are those that have been preserved with little to no damage. These are the coins that collectors are willing to pay huge sums for. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, just how much could one of these rare 2002p quarters be worth? If you're lucky enough to own one in pristine condition with one of these rare errors, it could be valued at an incredible $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000 for a single quarter. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when a small, seemingly ordinary coin could turn out to be worth a fortune. So, next time you come across a 2002p quarter, take a closer look. Examine it carefully for errors, check its condition, and if you think you have a special one, consider having it appraised by a professional. Who knows, you might be holding onto a hidden treasure. Top 3 today, we have something truly special to discuss, a coin that might just be sitting in your change right now, waiting to be discovered. We're talking about the 2006p United States quarter dollar, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Now, at first glance, this quarter may look just like any other, but don't be fooled. Some of these 2006p quarters have rare characteristics that make them highly valuable, and by the time we reach the end of this video, you'll see why certain versions of this coin are worth a fortune. So stay with us, because you won't believe how much this coin can sell for. The year 2006 was part of the legendary 50-state quarters program, one of the most ambitious and successful coin programs in U.S. history. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of quarters that year, but only a few are considered rare treasures. What makes them so special? It all comes down to a combination of minting errors, condition, and collector demand. Let's start with the errors. Errors in coin production are like hidden treasures. They turn an ordinary coin into something truly extraordinary. And the 2006p quarter has some of the most intriguing and valuable errors ever seen in modern coinage. One of the most sought-after errors found in this coin is the double die obverse. This occurs when the design is struck more than once, causing slight overlapping or doubling in the lettering, numbers, or even the image itself. If you look closely at your 2006p quarter and notice any doubling in the text or design, you could be holding a very rare and valuable piece. Another major error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank shifts during the minting process, causing the design to be struck off-center. The more dramatic the shift, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Some of these quarters are struck so far off-center that part of the design is completely missing. Then there's the highly prized missing clad layer error. This occurs when one of the outer layers of the quarter is missing, revealing the copper core underneath. These coins have a distinct, unique appearance and are highly sought after by collectors. If you find a 2006p quarter with a visible copper-colored surface on one side, you might have a very valuable coin on your hands. But that's not all. Some 2006p quarters also have an incredible die crack error. A die crack is a small break in the minting die that causes a raised line or irregularity to appear on the coin's surface. These small imperfections can dramatically increase the value of a coin, especially if the crack is large and noticeable. Of course, condition plays a massive role in determining the value of any rare coin. Coins that have been heavily circulated and show signs of wear are worth far less than those in mint-state condition. The best examples are coins that have been carefully preserved with no scratches, dings, or discoloration. These are the ones that collectors are willing to pay big money for. So, how much could a rare 2006 quarter actually be worth? If you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition with a rare error, it could be valued at an astonishing $66,000. Yes, you heard that right, $66,000 for a single quarter. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when you might stumble upon a valuable coin hiding in your pocket or change jar.so. The next time you come across a 2006 quarter, don't overlook it. Take a close look at the details, check for errors, and if you think you found something special, consider having it appraised by a professional. Who knows? You might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Top 4. But for some lucky collectors, this dream has become a reality. Today, we're diving deep into the 2007 United States quarter dollar, a coin that, under the right conditions, could be worth an absolutely mind-blowing amount of money. Now, you may be wondering what makes this quarter so valuable? After all, quarters are some of the most common coins in circulation. But here's the secret: not all quarters are created equal. Some have unique errors, rare characteristics, and pristine conditions that make them extremely desirable to collectors. And if you have the right one, you might be holding onto something truly special, so stick with me until the very end, because you won't believe how much a rare 2007 quarter has sold for. Let's start with the basics. The year 2007 was part of the famous 50-state quarters program, a series that changed the way people looked at everyday coins. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these quarters, featuring designs honoring different U.S. states. But within those millions, only a few have the unique qualities that make them extremely valuable today. So, what should you be looking for? It all comes down to 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and errors. First, let's talk about rarity. While the 2007 quarter was minted in large numbers, only a handful of them exist in flawless, uncirculated condition. Over time, most coins get scratched, worn down, or damaged. But those rare few that have remained untouched, shiny, crisp, and perfectly preserved are worth significantly more. But condition alone isn't enough to make a coin valuable. What really sets certain 2007 quarters apart are minting errors, those fascinating little mistakes that occurred during the coin production process. These errors transform an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream. One of the most sought-after errors found in the 2007 quarter is the double die obverse. This happens when the coin's design is imprinted more than once, creating a slight doubling effect on the date, letters, or images. If you take a close look at your quarter and notice any doubling, you could be looking at a very valuable coin. Another major error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank shifts during minting, causing the design to be stamped off-center. The more off-center the design, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. Some of these errors are so dramatic that part of the coin's design is completely missing. Then there's the missing clad layer error. Quarters are usually made with an outer nickel layer, but sometimes, due to minting mistakes, one side of the coin is missing this layer, revealing a copper core underneath. These coins have a striking, unusual look, and collectors are willing to pay big money for them. And let's not forget about die cracks and cuds. A die crack occurs when the minting die develops a small fracture, creating a raised line on the coin's surface. A cut is an even larger break that results in a noticeable blob-like feature on the coin. These errors are highly collectible and can dramatically increase the value of a quarter. But here's the most important part: if you happen to own a 2007 quarter with one of these rare errors and it's in perfect, uncirculated condition, it could be worth an unbelievable $65,000. Yes, you heard that right, $65,000 for a single quarter. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem in your pocket, change jar, or old collection.so. Next time you come across a 2007 P quarter, take a closer look. Examine it for any doubling, off-center strikes, missing layers, or die cracks. And if you think you found something special, consider having it professionally graded, because you never know, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you love discovering rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!